You're right there, ladies and gents, how the hell is it going? A little bit trying time for me today. I'm off to get myself some lunch. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go to Brighton, Littlehampton or what, but yes, twiddly routes on the way are the order of the day.
Keep that vibe. Rubber side down.
We're on a mega heat wave at the moment, UK standard, and it is so hot, it's lovely. I will never ever say that it is too hot in the UK, because it never will be. But it is glorious. I am a little bit sweaty though. I'm wearing my bike jeans as opposed to leathers, although I've got my leather jacket on. But again, once again, dressed in black like a heart attack. I probably will have one if I get too sweltering hot. What I'm probably going to do is head to Littlehampton, grab some chips down there, and then maybe ride across to Brighton. I think that makes sense. And that way I can peel off if the traffic is too horrific, because it probably will be on the coast road. Coming up for a weekend is going to be when it's glorious like this. Big bumps. I used to tear along this road when I was younger, when I was a bit more youthful and irresponsible. But it's pretty narrow and you get quite a lot of throughfare of cars coming down, and they don't stay on their own side of the road very well, so yeah, just being a little bit careful today. Oh, in my old age. Had Randy's Rides make a comment on one of my videos recently saying that all the roads are all surrounded by trees and stuff and you can't see anything. So, well, I'm kind of riding, so I kind of want to see the road. I think it's a good idea to see the road. Now then, I've got two options. I can go left here, which is actually quite nice, or go right here, which is quite nice, and then turn left again in a minute. So I'm going to do this one. Don't know why, just fancy it. A little bit of a change. Not that I do the other route very much. But yeah, he was like saying that he'd go crazy not being able to see. It's like, well, you can see. You can see. Not here. Here you can see the road. But on other bits of it, you can see where you're going, and it's blooming gorgeous. I kind of get the impression from Randy's Rides vids that he's a city guy anyway, so I imagine that over in Canada, I think it is, it's quite a vast place, so everything's more spread out. Whereas in the UK, everything's quite tiny, just like my little legs. Randy's Rides has got quite a cool channel actually. He rides an electric bike, which is quite awesome. It's a sporty looking one. Yeah, I guess he's almost one of the pioneers of electric motorcycles, because I don't know any other motovloggers that really use them. Not many. He went with the small CC option because they're quite affordable and really good around town, I think. Well, not CC, but you know what I mean, small sort of power version. But he gets along okay, he does alright. So trouble, the ones that perform like this, the ones that perform like proper large CC sports bikes, etc., they're stupid money, absolutely stupid money. Which is why I don't see myself on one. Not for a very long time, not until they make them useful to people who want to do a bit of mileage. Saying that, I see the Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman thing is about to get launched, or has already just been launched. I can't watch it because I don't have a telly. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see that once it eventually reaches Netflix or whatever, and see how they did. The reason I've come this way is to cut out a massive bit of roadworks, but it's also nice to do a little bit of countryside laneage, isn't it? I'm sure the 30 used to be closer into this little town here. I think they've developed it all, haven't they? Shoved loads of affordable houses that no one can afford. So this is where the 30 used to start, I'm sure of it. In the last Mr Fish video that I watched, he was talking about having sweaty eyebrows. I can relate. I'm not sure I hate it, but I wouldn't say I love it. So earlier on today I dropped off the tyres that I'm getting fitted to my Moto Guzzi at the shop. I'm getting it done on. I'm taking the bike over there tomorrow to get that done. So that'll be awesome. It'll be awesome to have that, and I think that's pretty much the last thing I need to do in prepping that for the track. Yeah, so that'll be absolutely awesome to have that ready to go. Or I'll have to give it a little spin and see how I find the tyres. I think they're the same ones fitted to the Triumph, the Street Twin maybe, not sure. They're also fitted to the Royal Enfields as well, kind of interesting. So I will be looking forward to seeing how they do. They can't be any worse than the Sport Demons, that's for sure. Otherwise they'll be using the Sport Demons in the racing. Seeing as it's Pirellis I'm fitting anyway. I'd just like to say a massive thanks to Mr Fish, who went out last week for a ride on the road. And it's the first time we've done one of them, and it was brilliant, really good fun. Very awesome to do. And yeah, I had recorded it, but my audio came out absolute garbage, so I've had to throw that away. But Mr Fish put his video up the other day, and he told people to come and subscribe to my channel and stuff like that. And lots did. So massive thank you. Thank you to each one that came and said hello and took a look at my channel, even the ones that didn't stick around, because if I'm not making stuff that you want, why would you? But yeah, thank you. So if you haven't already done so, go and check that video out. I'll probably put a link to it at the end, and take a gander at Mr Fish's channel. He's a lovely guy. We do a lot of dirt biking together, and like I said, that was the first time we'd actually done any road riding, which was really nice. We must do more of that because it's good fun. As it's cornering on this little 765. I do like this bike. If it happens to be raining for my track day, then I'll not be taking the Moto Guzzi, I'll be on this. This has got great rain tyres, a little bit of water protection, i.e. it's got a rear mudguard of sorts, and yeah, it's just a better bike for that sort of thing. It's also got traction control, so will make it a little bit less scary. And I absolutely have no problem taking this on track. I really enjoy it. It's so much more fun, riding a 50 horsepower Moto Guzzi that's quite agricultural than a very refined piece of machinery like this. It would be interesting to do a back-to-back on the same day, take both bikes and do a couple of sessions on each and see how much of a difference my lap times are on both. I wouldn't time myself during the day because it adds that pressure, doesn't it? But it would be interesting once I got home just to have a look and see how much quicker this thing gets around a course than the V7 would. I knew it would happen at some point on this trip. The fuel lights come on, so I've got to go faster to get to the fuel. I'll probably stop at Arundel to get the fuel. It's not too far from here. And gives me a good excuse to go through that lovely little town, city, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I do love this hill. beautiful. My mind is in such a better place since I've been able to get out and ride again. It's amazing. It really sorts your head out. That feeling of sort of just suffocation, being stuck at home. Now I know I could have kind of gone out with a duff wrist, but I couldn't go out and ride, and with nothing really easily accessible to do, there wasn't really any motivation. Whereas now, two-wheel therapy, oh yes please, thank you very much, I'll have some of that. The beautiful St Mary's Gate Inn. Get on your own side of the road, and obviously Arundel Cathedral. And the ever beautiful Arundel Castle. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Proper castle art. If you're interested in it, I've done a video on it. There you go. No, alright, I'm going in front of you then. Oh yeah! Oh. It is lovely in Arundel, but an absolute cesspit of tourists. Now, I think there's a petrol station along here. I hope there is. Pretty sure there is, but it doesn't appear to be. Oops, there is one a little bit further up. No petrol station. I was sure there was one. I'm going stupid. What the fuck? Brilliant indicating! Going right, turning left. Oh, it's terrifying. And petrol. Get out of my fucking lane. I don't come this way often enough. I really should. It's much nicer than the other way. The trouble is I'm on default going the other way because that takes you down to West Beach at Littlehampton, which is where I always used to go and hang out when I was younger. Well, I never used to come over East Beach, whereas the chippy on East Beach is better. Well, there isn't one on West. There's some lovely twiddles along here. There really is. So much traffic today though. It's quite insane. Oh, I love the seaside. I'm not really one of those people that likes to spend hours and hours and hours sitting on a beach in the sunshine just getting red, because I can do that in about 10 minutes with my skin tone. But I love the sea. I love the sea air. It's just the end of the country, isn't it? It's magical. It means you've made it. You've got where you're going. You can't go any further, can you? Oh no! How am I going to get my chips? I'll have to park up. I think there's a motorcycle parking bay just up here. Hopefully pedestrian bits it's still good. Let's have a look. I shall take my helmet off, and I shall join you again in a minute, because I'm not walking all that way in a crash helmet because it's way too hot. Nice mods, scooter boy stuff around here. That's really quite cool. Yours?
Mate, this one up there.
That's lovely though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so too much cleanliness on that one, too much chrome.
Yeah.
That's just covered in bugs. Cheers. Oh. Well, that was a set of fish and chips. But actually, that's a lie, it wasn't. It was just chips. And a pickled gherkin. Nummy in my tummy. Right, well, my little venture down to grab some fish and chips is now complete. Sitting on the wall of the sea, eating me dinner. Nice. Well, now the belly is full. It is time to depart this wonderful little coastal town of Littlehampton. Well, I hope you've enjoyed rather than endured my mutterings. Just a random little trip down to the coast to grab myself some lunch. Oh, I'm a piggy, I really am. It'd be awesome to have you come back and watch some more of my stuff, so if you haven't done so already, please do click that subscribe button. And if you like this video, why not give it a little thumbs up. If you like fish and chips, if you like the beach, if you like the sunshine, if you like motorcycles, and if you like people gesticulating, give this a thumbs up. And if you didn't, and you don't, and you won't ever, and you're a grumpy girls and you smell of cabbage and wee, you can always give it a little thumbs down. I don't care. But whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. I do love hearing from you, and I do try and answer every single one. Anyhow, if you ride safe, take care, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Keep that bar rubber side down. You know, you gotta keep that bar rubber side down.